WV Uncommon Place. This podcast is a variety podcast that houses numerous series to cover mental health, empowerment, podcast framework, and various intimate theories to get to know the hosts. Along with occasional movies reviews and dives in pop culture with our event podcast episodes. The Uncommon Place digs into bringing guests on that stories don't fit the mold and are very different. WV stands for the great state of West Virginia, and every quarter we cover something in West Virginia. Stacey and myself, JR, are your hosts, so please come along for this venture to our Uncommon Place.
Hey everybody, it's me back again. My name is J.R. Sparrow, host of West Virginia Uncommon Place. And we got to go through this real quick. In my heyday, I started dating back in 1996. And back then, a date could be simple, pay their way into the skating, Fun Quest or whatever, pay for the laser tag, pay for some pizza. I might have been out $20. When I got older, it cost a little bit more. Then, you get to a certain point, you get an established relationship, you go through all those rigmaroles, and then you get married or whatever you decide to do, you just go on a path. But you have the inevitable thing happen. Date night. Now, me personally, when I was out there in the field, I had different strategies and I had terminologies and science to dating. But personally to me, I'm looking at the average cost that a person spent on a date in 2024. It was $58.84, 67.87 in one category, and then in another category, $56.54, but the average came out to $58.84. And somewhere around 2/3 of Americans feel stressed about finances when organizing for a date, while 3/4 are opting for more low-cost alternatives in 2024. That's just what I'm reading off the internet. Now, me personally, there's certain things that make sense when you're out, and things that you want to achieve when you're out on a date. Me personally, I think that, the movies, everybody knows I'm a movie buff, so let's just throw that out the window. Let's get rid of that real quick. Stacey and I were in Jacksonville, Florida, and we went bowling. We went to quite a few different places, and we went to movie theaters. We went from low scale movie theater to expensive movie theater. See what I did right there? I went right back into movie theaters. But our mode and means is like this. Her and I go and get dinner. Dinner is the high achieving mark of what her and I do. And when we're out there, that is something specifically we are aiming for and what we want. We don't want no in between. We don't want no middle. We don't want no funkiness. We exactly want that. We want dinner, and that's it. Get it out the way, make us feel good, go from there. And with doing that, dinner can lead to an activity, or it can lead to, I'm a cheapskate, so we can go watch a movie on a projector or go anywhere with it. But personally, when dates get expensive, I was never the experimental person after I got out of my 20s that wanted it to do more. I want to go do dinner, some type of activity, and I want to talk. I don't want to do something that's going to take away from the actual date. And when I see this thing at $58.84, if I pull up, and let's do one thing, audience, I want to normalize people going to freaking Applebee's, Mexican Applebee's, which is, oh my gosh, I'm having a brain fart. Going to, I was going to say Chi-Chi's. Oh, why is the place not coming to me? Mexican Applebee's. Well, whatever. Chili's. I want to normalize. Let's go to a place like that. Let's eat cheap on the menu. Let's go there and get that 2 for $22 or that 2 for $25. Let's get an appetizer. Let's get a salad or something. Then let's get a main course that functions for us so that we can get up and go walk around Walmart or somewhere after we're done eating. Because that's what I'm going to do with Stacey. We're going to go eat, and then we're going to walk somewhere to get our exercise. And yes, I said we're walking into Walmart. Ain't walking in no damn park because I'm not trying to get killed or have something crazy happen. Maybe that was a little too harsh. I apologize about that one. But here's the thing. We're going to go somewhere and exercise after we eat. We're going to make sure our food digests. Then after the food digests, there will be some type of entertainment, be it let's just be frankly honest. It's going to be a movie. We're going to watch a movie or a TV show. And shout out to Fox and them people over there that make that amazing show, Doc, and whatever other shows you like, whatever you want to do. But the point I'm getting at is everybody wants to go to these risque places to eat these Doug and Christie places or whatever they're called and spend all this crazy money. No. We don't have to do that. We can go somewhere, eat and have a good time. Hell, I've had more fun going to eat at McDonald's sometimes and seeing the travesties that happen at a McDonald's. For instance, we were in Philadelphia and we have lunch together because we work together, which that's something that I recommend you should work with your partner. That works out really, really well sometimes. But we got to see that we went to a place and got soda for our food. With our food, I mean, not for our food, but with our food. But for me, it's for my food. And it had no ice. So I like the amazement of going places and, I can't always get a milkshake because the milkshake machine doesn't work if I'm eating at McDonald's or somewhere. Or something that's special to us when we travel to big cities. Like we don't have oh my gosh, why are these restaurants leaving my mind? We don't have a Red Robin. Yum. So when we go there and eat, I'm going to eat me some fish and chips or whatever I plan on eating. Stacy's going to eat a hamburger or whatever she chooses to eat. The amazing thing about her is that she's so fickle about and so picky on what she really eats, even though she says I'm the one that's picky. She will only eat after I give a suggestion of somewhere. Sometimes when she picks a place, it'll be either mid or halfway good or something. So she gets mad. But like she lets me pick and then we suffer if I pick the wrong place, but nobody says anything to me. We just let it go. But the point is there's an adventure there's a pull and a struggle to go in and find something to eat. So that's already an amazing part inside of a date. So let's normalize going to these chain restaurants. Sometimes I love mom and pop places. We love them too, but let's normalize going to these places again. We don't have to go out anywhere expensive or crazy. When me and her go to Cheesecake Factory, we just go to Cheesecake Factory to eat cheesecake. We don't go there for that high price ass food. And I still, to this day, 39 years in the game, never been to Benihana. I want to go to Benihana. Don't know what they serve at Benihana, but I definitely want to be there with her. And it's just like, I looked at the cost here. A meal for me and her when we sit down, we can price that meal at certain places. Like we can look at Ruby Tuesdays and say that's a $70 meal. We ain't going there. We can go see a place like Longhorn. And I did say Longhorn. We can go to Longhorn. That's another $70 meal. We can go to a local establishment in West Virginia. Good example, if we're in Parkersburg, we can go to the Dare Dog House. That's $45. If we want extra chicken wings or we're feeling like getting heartburn, we can get it right in about $46. So this $58 and the $67 I'm seeing on my screen is kind of wow. Now I'll give you this. When we're in a big city, we're in a great place like Jacksonville. We were at Gators Dockside eating these amazing wings. Yes, I'm going to break the bank because those wings make me feel a certain way. Don't know necessarily what they do for Stacy because she eats them with me, but there's a smile on her face and we're walking around some store after we're done eating. So on a date night, just a quick suggestion I would make. If you get a chance and you find the right person, and even if you don't find the right person, don't gauge exactly how your cost goes because you're going to be tipping somebody that's serving your food and things like that. So that don't even account into the equation, but think of it like this. If your actual date that you're going on, you're going somewhere to eat, there's no adventure or no story to it. All you're doing is going into a place that's going to have a bunch of TVs, some random ass music that nobody likes. Like it'd be some of that Third Eye Blind bullshit or some of that Brian McKnight music or something crazy playing. And there ain't going to be no adventure to it. So encompassing everything that I've said in this episode, and I said episode, I got a little tongue tied. I just want to put this out there. The average cost of a date doesn't have to break the bank, but to make a date spectacular or special or monumental, it's simple. Make an adventure inside the date. Doesn't matter how much it costs. You could be the trip for you going from ordering the food from your house to freaking Domino's picking it up or having it delivered and the delivery guy looks like Dustin Hoffman or something. There's so many ways to organize and make a date fun without putting all this stress in it and all this extra stuff and worrying about the cost. Because here's the thing. The moment that you've already swiped that card to pay for that dinner, it's already said and done. It's over with. So on that note, I am JR, and let's let this one just roll out of here. Let's let that outro do what it does.
Please follow WV Uncommonplace on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, TikTok, where we have some great content, Facebook, LinkedIn. Hit up the merch store at oncommonplace.square.site. Join the email list from the website, and rate, subscribe, and give feedback from your favorite podcatcher. And lastly, thanks for listening, and tune into the next episode.